This Thursday night, or Friday for some people, we will be getting the final 2 episodes of Season 1 of Hazbin Hotel. So today, I want to talk about my theories for what is going to happen in this 2-part finale, if you will, and how it will set up Season 2 of the show, including the theory that one of the angels will become fallen. My name is ImpCut. Hit that subscribe button because once the final 2 episodes are out, you know I'll have all sorts of breakdowns and theories to share with you guys that you're not going to want to miss. Now, episodes 7 and 8, like the rest of Season 1, already had their titles released some time ago, with episode 7 being titled Hello, Rosie, and episode 8 being titled The Show Must Go On. The show was premised on the idea that once a year, there is an annual extermination that takes place where angels known as exorcists come down from heaven to kill as many of the earthborn sinners as they can in hell. Episode 1 revealed, however, that the next extermination would be in 6 months instead of a full year, and the most recent episode had Adam revealing that so much time had passed in just 6 episodes that the next extermination is right around the corner, and that Adam will be going straight to the Hazbin Hotel first. Way before Season 1 even aired, we were given a lot of gift previews from the season, with one in particular focusing on Adam and Lou seemingly flying in hell, meaning they will likely make good on their promise to attack the hotel first. It always seemed to me that despite how fast time would have to move in an 8-episode season, that the finale would always deal with the next extermination, whether that was 1 year away or just 6 months. This is the big event that we've been building to for quite some time, and especially after the long wait we had between the pilot and the actual series, I'm glad they aren't putting this battle off. This is the big promise of the premise that we are finally going to be diving into, seeing one of these exterminations outside of the quick flashes in the recent episode, with the lives of the characters we love actually on the line. The fact that they aren't putting this off until Season 2 or even the end of the series tells me that VisiPop probably has big plans for future seasons that would only make sense after having one battle during an extermination to shake things up and create a new status quo. With the first episode of the 2 being called Hello, Rosie, it's obvious that this episode will of course be about the Overlord Rosie, and we can see Alistair and Rosie singing together in the Season 1 trailer, with what looks like more cannibal colony demons in the background. Alistair and Rosie were said to have a duet coming back during the early livestream days, and this looks to be that promised musical number between the two of them. I think in this episode we will be getting a lot of cannibal lore, with there hopefully being a confirmation on whether or not Rosie and these others are truly cannibals or just native demons who enjoy feasting on the sinners, as well as how that factors into their culture. I previously theorized that Rosie and the cannibals are supporting the Hazbin Hotel, but the background behind Charlie in this clip from the trailer actually matches one of the trading cards we received before the series aired featuring the Cannibal Colony Plaza, though Charlie being there and smiling seems to indicate something good is happening, and I have to imagine this will factor into the finale somehow. Now, the finale is called The Show Must Go On, which makes sense considering that the show has already been renewed for Season 2, and VisiPop has said she wants 3 seasons to tell the story she has in mind. Despite Sarah chastising Adam for the way he is treating Charlie in particular, I can't help but imagine that Adam will still be targeting that hotel first, and that there will be some sort of giant conflict that takes place there. Many fans have been asking for a while now that I talk about how it looks like, based on those earlier mentioned trading cards, that the hotel will get destroyed and then get remodeled, as there are multiple trading cards for the hotel itself that features these different states. It would make sense that after a giant battle where the hotel itself was probably getting very damaged, Charlie would feel sad and defeated, especially since the hotel being destroyed would more so symbolize how heaven absolutely does not want sinners to get rehabilitated. I think Lucifer will step in, however, and completely remodel the place, making it the more grand version of the hotel that he alluded to when singing to Charlie in episode 5. Here, Charlie was proud of the remodeling that had been done, particularly with the help of Alistair, but even as she gives the tour, it's clear that the place is still a mess. Lucifer had set up the idea that he would take the hotel to the next level with his involvement, and it would be a lot more fun for him to step in after the hotel had been destroyed as opposed to just fixing it up willy-nilly. I think despite Heaven still not wanting the rehabilitated sinners, this would inspire Charlie to keep going, and it would dramatically shift the direction of the show. It started as Charlie wanting to help others and make them better, but between her father, Angel, and perhaps the others by the end of this season, she is the one who will be getting the most emotional support in the end. As the title of the episode says, the show must go on, and despite no spark of hope so far, I think Charlie will see the new hotel as a sign that she is doing the right thing, and that if they keep going, Heaven will change their mind. One of the biggest changes I theorize will happen is that another angel will fall, such as Emily or Adam. Sarah seems to hint at Emily falling, warning her that she doesn't want that to happen by Emily asking the wrong questions. Emily and Charlie clearly have more story to explore together, but it's unlikely that Charlie will be visiting heaven with any regularity, especially after what happened last time. So the best way for Emily to recur would be if she fell and ended up in hell. I have also considered the possibility that Adam may be the one who falls. Sarah seems to question his being in heaven more than anyone else, constantly having to scold Adam and even telling him that he should be listening to his lieutenant. Right now, Adam is keeping the big secret of the dead exorcist from everyone, but if Sarah were to find out that Adam was doing another extermination as retaliation against that death, and a desire to wipe out even more sinners than ever before, she might decide that Adam himself needs to fall and banish him to hell. The fact that being banished to hell is even a thing for an angel may only fuel Charlie's belief that a sinner can make it into heaven. And I think Season 2 might shake up the dynamic by having Emily, Adam, or perhaps both of them purposely aligning themselves with the hotel. Emily would want to prove that she could get back into heaven, and in doing so, create a pathway for other sinners to do the same. Adam may see this opportunity as the only chance to avoid a permanent life in hell, or a death at the hands of other sinners who would hold a grudge against Adam for starting the annual extermination, making him a sort of antagonist within the group that Charlie will legitimately try to rehabilitate, with Adam promising begrudgingly that he will help Charlie get more sinners into heaven if she can somehow get him into heaven first. I wouldn't even be surprised if, in response to Adam's evil acts, Sarah will insist that he be used as a sort of trial to prove that the hotel can rehabilitate anyone at all, even someone who was once in heaven. For Season 2, I imagine an excuse to be made so that Lucifer isn't always around, but I imagine he'll be able to recur a lot more regularly now that he's been introduced, not being in every episode, but Season 2 still being largely about his and Charlie's developing relationship, with the threat of Lilith starting to loom in the background as she inevitably becomes more involved with the main plot. Charlie will focus on similar shenanigans as in Season 1, but this time she'll have at least one real angel, I think, to shake things up. If Adam was the fallen angel at the hotel, it would be funny to see him failing to be as well behaved as most of the sinners are, at least in how they relate to each other, even if their vices and such make them more sinful on some other level. But what is your opinion, and how would you rate your opinion on a scale from 1 to 10? 10 being it's basically not even an opinion, but a fact, and 1 being it's barely even an opinion because you're just programmed to think what someone else taught you. Let me know the way your brain works in the comments down below so that I can pretend that we are friends, and I'll see you next time.